All right, welcome back to the evening session for the City Council meeting. Now that we have resumed in-person meetings, we encourage people to participate in person. If, however, you would rather submit an online comment, please know that online comments for the evening meetings will only be accepted up until 4 o'clock p.m. on the day of the meeting. Comments may be submitted through the City of El Cajon's website, which is www.cityofelcajon.us. Look under Agendas and Minutes, go to Video Streaming, and you'll see a button to submit your comments. The meeting is called to order, and I'll ask our Deputy City Clerk to call the roll.
Thank you, sir. Councilmember Mitchell is absent. All other council members are present.
Great. Would you all then stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance and then remain standing for a brief moment of silence? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, agenda changes. Staff, any agenda changes?
No, sir, no changes.
Council members? No. All right, we are now at public comment. At this time, any person may address a matter within the jurisdiction of the City Council, Housing Authority, successor agency to the El Cajon Redevelopment Agency that is not on the agenda. Comments related to items on today's agenda are to be taken at the time the item is heard. State law prohibits discussion or action on items not on the agenda. However, council, authority, and agency members may briefly respond to statements or questions, and an item may be placed on a future agenda. Jackie, do we have any cards under public comment?
No, sir, no cards.
Thank you. We're now at public hearings. Item 100 is regarding the El Cajon Boulevard townhomes. I'll ask staff to introduce this item.
Good evening, Mayor Wells and members of the City Council. I'm Melissa Devine. I'm the planning manager, and I'm here today to present to you on the El Cajon Boulevard Townhomes project as applied by City Ventures Home Building. This project is 116 new condominium townhomes. These are proposed to be market rate for sale units, and they will feature 3-bedroom homes with attached 2-car garages. Other project features include new street trees and street frontage improvements on El Cajon Boulevard and Johnson. The zoning framework and land use framework for this site is it is designated and zoned general commercial. It's also within the Transit District specific plan area. This site is designated mixed use and also for commercial large scale. The project does require a site development plan permit for residential development, as well as a tentative subdivision map for the division of the property into condominium townhomes. This is the site outlined here in white. It's located at 300 El Cajon Boulevard, and it's approximately 4.5 acres. The site was historically and previously used as an auto dealership, most recently as Mossy VW. Surrounding uses include primarily residential to the west, to the west, auto repair, construction, recycling to the north, and commercial to the south and east. There is some need for some soil remediation on the site due to the previous uses as auto repair and car wash, and this will be addressed by the developer with oversight by the appropriate enforcement agency. This is the site plan showing the 116 townhome units divided into 15 buildings throughout the site. There are 2 proposed driveway entries, one on El Cajon Boulevard. This will require a modification to the median along El Cajon Boulevard, and this driveway will be aligned with the intersection at West Lexington, so there will be a direct protected left turn into the development. And there will be also an entrance on South Johnson Avenue. Circulation is provided by 2-way drive aisles to access the individual 2-car garages, as well as the 22 visitor parking spaces located on site. There is an additional setback for building 11, which is the building closest to the recycling center to the northeasterly side of the property. and this is to provide an additional buffer from those adjacent commercial uses. In addition, there is HOA maintained landscaping as well as fence extensions along the 6-foot masonry wall that will divide this project from the adjacent uses. This is the landscape plan that shows that the project does feature abundant landscaping throughout the site and common amenities that include a pool, an event lawn, and a citrus grove. There are also individual private patios for each individual unit. And improvements on South Johnson will include street trees and sidewalk improvements. And then along El Cajon Boulevard, there will be street trees as well. And these will continue the theme of the 2 CIP projects that are in their final planning stages, the roundabout at Johnson El Cajon Boulevard, as well as the improvements along West Main Street. The project is requesting a 14-unit density bonus. This is not affordable units. These would be market rate units. And that is allowed under the Transit District specific plan for projects that have off or on-site amenities, such as the street improvements that the developer will be paying for and the enhanced on-site amenities. This is a rendering of the project as viewed from El Cajon Boulevard looking northward. And you'll see that the contemporary design features a mixture of hardy board, siding, stucco, and brick veneer. And these are in kind of cooler contemporary colors, grays and whites, with some additional wooden railings and some metal awnings to provide architectural interest. The project theme is complementary of projects that have been approved in the area, including the BMW dealership, as well as the Cornerstone Place affordable housing project. I'd also like to note that the project is pedestrian-oriented, so the entries on both Johnson and El Cajon Boulevard for each individual unit face out into the street. And this is an internal view looking into the event lawn space, providing a different perspective to the inside of the project, and I think it really shows the community orientation of the project. The Planning Commission recommended approval of the project at the public hearing on June 15th, 2021. This project embodies the vision that was expressed in the Transit District specific plan, and it has the potential to be a catalyst project for this area for revitalization. Staff does recommend that the City Council approves the project, and Karen Alvis, the project manager with City Ventures, is here if you have any questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Nice report. Questions? Tell me about the parking.
So the parking, each individual unit has a 2-car garage. That's either a side-by-side or a tandem garage. And then there's 22 spaces throughout the project, visitor spaces, as well as available on-street parking in the area. The project actually exceeds the parking requirements in the Transit District specific plan. So they are providing more parking than they're required to.
The triangle piece that's left over, who owns that?
That is a separate property owner, and the applicant has attempted to contact through a broker to see if they would be interested in selling the property and hasn't been successful yet.
Okay.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Jackie, we have any speaker cards on this item?
Yes, sir. We received 2 cards. Our first speaker is Karen Elvis.
Hi, Karen.
Hi there. Good evening. I'm Karen Alves. I'm Vice President of Development for City Ventures, the applicant on this project. I want to start by thanking staff for a thorough presentation. They've been excellent to work with from this point. Getting us to council is not always an easy thing to do with a project of this size, but they surely have been wonderful to work with, so thank you. So if I may, I'd like to spend a little time just telling you about who City Ventures is. We were founded in 2009 by a team of leading industry professionals. And really, City Ventures' goal is to bring high-quality residential and mixed-use designs to underutilized infill spaces throughout California. And for over a decade, we've been committed to green building practices, using environmentally friendly designs, going over and above what's required by building code. So our home base is in Irvine, California, but we have a strong presence throughout the state, including here in San Diego County, where we've been successful in completing a numerous amount of projects, including our most recently sold-out project, Ariana, in the city of Santee, and our newest community, Park Ridge, which will be bringing 60 townhome units to the city of La Mesa. City Ventures has also been successful in titling over 60 land in over 60 cities throughout California, and we're proud of the numerous communities that we've created, bringing much-needed housing throughout the state and providing opportunities for home ownership. We're experts in development and construction and are committed to building a quality product. We pride ourselves on building long-standing relationships with cities and engaging with the neighborhoods that we're building in. I believe that this project will be a valuable addition to the city of El Cajon, and we're excited about the opportunity and look forward to working with city staff to bring this project to life. So thank you so much for your time, and I'm available if you have any questions.
Let me see if there are any questions. Go ahead.
What was your interest? We've heard a lot of people build apartments. What was your interest to build condominium townhomes? That's such a needed product for young people or others who are kind of an entry level, and we hear horrors about the cost of renting an apartment. This is a great niche to be in. What motivated you to be in that space?
Right, so that's actually something that City Ventures is great at. That's really what we do, is bringing what's been coined the missing middle to the marketplace, and that's in attached product. So there's certainly different steps into homeownership, and this is one that is missing in a lot of markets. So especially in today's world where, housing is needed, this provides an opportunity for, young couples, families starting out, the young professionals within your communities, teachers, healthcare workers. This is right-sized for that type of ownership.
Are you going to be holding any back for rentals?
No. These are all market rate for sale, excuse me.
Okay, great. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Our next speaker is Daryl Priest.
Hey, Daryl. Twice in one day.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been here in 3 years and twice, but I heard about the project. I have no financial interest. Don't know these people. Just met the gal today. But this is what El Cajon needs, and we've been trying to do this for 20 years, right? When we did the Riverwalk, I'm sorry, I'm talking about a Santee project, right across the street here, Park Avenue, I'm sorry.
Park Avenue.
I've built too many of these things. This is what we wanted to do, and believe it or not, at the time, Gary was on the council, I think, back then. I mean, we fought tooth and nail. If you remember, our own planning department and staff were totally against it, and it's nice to see a full circle. Just a second, I'm going to cut this off. I apologize. In the argument then was we were going to get people that were going to not care about the town and trash the place and all that. And I think if anybody on the council realizes what it's like to live there, Bill, I think you bought a unit, before I knew you, and you lived in one of these, and how essential it is, and hopefully we can do a lot more of this. And I'm glad to see an out-of-town builder because, let's face it, back in the old days, the only guys that believed in El Cajon were the people that lived here, right? They didn't, even Bella Terraza, Main Ranch. I mean, the guys that bought it, they kept saying, you sure people are going to buy houses out here at $450,000, and now they're $750,000. So I probably should have kept that one, but I didn't, but that's okay, though. I'll get them on the next one. But so this is I think this is a great project. The more we can encourage this around town, because let's face it, we're out of land, right? And we really are. And the other thing a lot of cities are grappling with is we probably have too much retail, and at some point we're going to have to take a look at this and maybe convert some of this to the same high density or medium density like this is, because that's the only way we're going to have any home, ownership for any younger kids. It really is. So I'm 100% in favor, and I wish them the best of luck.
Daryl, I just want to thank you for taking a chance on El Cajon 20 years ago. That was a really big deal. And I remember everybody saying, no one's going to buy those units in El Cajon. Daryl's out of his mind. Yeah, I remember everybody thought I was stupid. So just so I keep being stupid, I'll be happy, right? When I'm smart, I'll be in trouble. But yeah, you're absolutely right. We did the first project in downtown, and everybody thought, God, you're going to sell these things for $170, $180 at the time. Yeah.
Worked out great for me. We
Yeah.
we lived there for 9 years, and I thought it would be noisy and problematic, but it wasn't at all.
Yeah.
It was a nice place to live. And then when we sold it, we made a profit and got us into a bigger house.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So for me, it was all the way around a good experience.
Yeah, well, congratulations. You made more money than I did, so maybe you're smarter than I am. But that's okay. Yeah, but but this is good for the city, and this is what we need, because if you're not growing, you're dying, and we need to figure out a way to grow and to give younger couples an opportunity to come out here and live in El Cajon.
As you well know, too, we were also under a lot of pressure with our arena numbers.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, everybody is.
Yeah.
Yeah, every city is in the state. I'm building in, I don't know, 8 or 9 cities right now, and everybody's having the same problem. So, okay.
Well, thanks for weighing in. That means a lot to us. It gives me a more comfort level with the project, since I
Thank you very much.
appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah.
Just a quick comment. It's really pleasing to hear your experience with our staff was outstanding. We know how difficult it is to build in California. It's probably one of the most difficult places to build in the world, given the prices of land and the regulations. The Point Loma Nazarene did a study a couple years ago saying that regulations attribute to about 40% of the cost of homes. And so the fact that what we can do here at the city to make it a little bit easier, maybe fractionally, hope it goes a long way, so that's great to hear. And I was actually a product of a condo. That's how I got my first home in La Mesa. So as Bill and Steve said, it really does put that rung in the economic ladder for people to move up. So we appreciate all the hard work you do.
Okay. Any other cards?
No, sir, no more cards.
I'd like to make a motion to close the public hearing. Second. Please vote.
Those present.
All right. Any more discussion, or somebody like to make a motion?
I'd like to add thank you for investing in El Cajon. It's a great project. It's a needed project. It's a perfect part of town to help revitalize that area, take some of the unused part of that area and hopefully revitalize that into a nice hub of transit-oriented development, which is kind of what we wanted. So sometimes it just takes a pioneer to get going, and then other people say, well, I want in on that too. So thank you for being the first.
I think it's a beautiful project, exactly what I've been trying to get for 20 years, and here you are. So thank you so much. Coming back again and build 10 more.
Phil? Thank you for putting in a pool. There's a rumor that is substantiated that El Cajon gets a little hot in the summer, so I think people are going to like that. All right. Somebody like to make a motion?
I'll move to adopt the next resolution in order approving the secret determination. Also to adopt the next resolution approving the site development plan permit 2021-0001 subject to conditions, and adopt the next resolution in order approving tentative subdivision map 2021-0005 subject to conditions.
Second. All right, please vote.
Motion carries by unanimous vote of those present.
All right, this brings us to the adjournment. The adjourned regular joint meeting of the El Cajon City Council, El Cajon Housing Authority, successor agency to the El Cajon Redevelopment Agency, held this 13th day of July 2021, is adjourned till Tuesday, July 27th, 2021 at 3 o'clock p.m. Thank you very much and have a great night.
I hope that went quick enough for you.